You want to know what a real Saturday morning looks like in the suburbs? Picture this, my wife and I just trying to enjoy a peaceful weekend, get hit with a threat from the HOA president so loud she practically shook the windows. Remove that ugly shed or face legal consequences. That's how Miranda Foster, clipboard in hand, navy blazer, the whole I'm in charge package came storming up our front walk. My wife Anna, bless her, just sipped her coffee and watched with that look she gets when someone's about to learn a hard lesson. Now let me back up a sec. That shed wasn't much to look at, just a beat-up old thing out back, but it meant something to us, especially Anna. She once told me, "It's the bridge between justice and love," which sounds cheesy, but she meant it. It held our wedding photos, her old fieldwork gear. Her whole career was in federal law stuff I could never ask about, but I always knew when she was in work mode. That Saturday, her eyes were sharp as glass behind the warmth. I should have known something big was coming. Cue the doorbell at 10:30, more aggressive than any Amazon package drop. When I opened it, Miranda looked ready to audit our souls. "I'm Miranda Foster, HOA president. We need to address your unauthorized structure." She pointed at our little shed like she'd found plutonium, measuring tape out, snapping pictures, rattling off bylaws like a preacher. Honest to God, I half expected her to lay hands on it and start chanting. Anna just watched silent and calm while Miranda went on about community standards, legal action, city connections, the whole intimidation routine. But here's the thing, Anna doesn't rattle easy. After Miranda's performance, Anna stepped up and in that soft voice that means business said, "Interesting approach. What happens if we need more time to fix things?" Miranda's face lit up. She thought she had us. "There are fines, of course. Legal action. I don't make empty threats." She didn't know who she was dealing with. Anna gave me that look and I knew game on. Then Anna says maybe you should double check the property boundaries in the HOA documents, like it was a helpful tip. I ran inside for our house records just to see where this was going, and bam, turns out our shed was grandfathered in before the HOA even existed. I tell Miranda and her face goes gray. "That's impossible," she stammers. Anna stays cool as ice. Sometimes the oldest structures have the most interesting histories. You could see Miranda's confidence melting, but she doubled down, threatening legal teams, giving us 48 hours and stormed off. The best part. As Miranda left, Anna started snapping photos, not of our shed, but of Miranda's SUV plate. I ask her why, and she just says, "Sometimes the oldest structures have the most interesting histories." I start to realize maybe this isn't about the shed at all, but I'm still just thinking about fixing up the paint to avoid trouble. Anna stops me cold. "Don't change anything yet. Trust me." And when Anna says trust me like that, you do it. Those 2 days, Anna was working the phones, typing away, occasionally disappearing. I never pressed her on her federal job. I know there are lines I can't cross. But she had this focus, this chess master vibe, while Miranda went on her campaign of terror stuffing official-looking letters in our mailbox, building petitions, rallying neighbors against us. Our neighbor Sandra, sweet but nervous, awkwardly tells me Miranda asked her to sign something about community standards. Folks were scared Miranda knew how to lean on people. Then Anna let me in. We were on the porch and I asked her if she ever got scared at work. She told me about being threatened once, how she never felt safe until she was home with me. That hit me. This woman who could break down criminal organizations still needed backup sometimes. Made me see our little shed war in a whole new light. The next morning, things got wild. Miranda called the police. I'm standing in the window watching her pace and shout on her cell, and next thing I know, 2 officers show up at our door. Anna handles it like a pro, showing the documents, staying cool, even handing Officer Rodriguez a card subtle as a whisper. The cops are gone in 10 minutes and Miranda's out there fuming. By afternoon, she's back with her legal advisor. Her cousin dressed like he lost a bet with a thrift store, trying to act all official. Anna listens to their threats, asks a few pointed questions, never breaks a sweat. When they leave, she finally opens up. "Should we tell the HOA you work for the government?" I ask. Anna shakes her head. If I show my hand too early, we might miss something bigger. She'd been tracking HOA fraud for months. Miranda, it turned out, was a person of interest. That's when things got cinematic. Anna shows me a spreadsheet of wild HOA spending, $47,000 for a gate and $80,000 for a playground, $50,000 for landscaping, all with Miranda's signature. Neighbors like Mr. Williams and Sandra start coming forward. Stories pile up. Miranda's nephew's $30,000 garden job was a joke, $500 of plants and a bunch of selfies. Miranda tried flexing one more time, calling her connections, but you could see the fear set in when her call didn't go the way she expected. Anna smiles that predatory smile. Even her connections are running scared. The shift is palpable. Neighbors whisper, folks question the numbers. The whole dynamic is changing. Then Anna files a formal complaint with the city. I think we've got her. Until we get a response that's basically, thanks for your concern, but Miranda's a valued supporter. This'll take time. Translation, they're burying it. I feel hopeless. Anna just says, they're about to become very interested in protecting themselves instead. She starts digging deeper. Shows me more records, shell companies, fake invoices, all of it. A few days later, Miranda corners me in the grocery store. Hope you're ready for court, she says, all smug. But I just tell her, may the best case win. The look on her face, priceless. Sandra comes to me later, whispering that she's suspicious about the finances, too, apologizing for ever signing that petition. Folks are finally waking up. The night before court, Anna shows me her briefcase, FBI paperwork inside. I realize this isn't just about us or our shed or even this neighborhood. Anna's been running a sting operation and Miranda has stumbled right into the trap. Court day comes. Miranda in full battle dresses, looking like regular folks. Judge Lee presides, unimpressed with the drama. Miranda lays it on the thick, painting us as anarchists, waving city letters, calling her cousin as a witness. The judge seems to buy it for a second until Anna calmly asks to examine the official city letter, then points out it's from a retired council member sent from a personal email. The color drains from Miranda's face. Anna then presents her evidence. Financial fraud, $165,000. Missing all roads leading to Miranda. Judge Lee asks how Anna got the records. Anna stands up taller and colder than I've ever seen her. Official government investigation, Your Honor. I'm Special Agent Anna Mitchell, FBI. Dead silence. Miranda shrieks. That's impossible. This is about a shed, but Anna's not playing. It stopped being about the shed when you started stealing. Right then the doors open, real FBI agents and Officer Rodriguez walk in. Miranda gets cuffed on the spot, still screaming about her rights. Anna watches stone-faced. You certainly built something, Mrs. Foster, just not what the community paid for. As we walk out, Anna cracks one last smile. We're keeping the shed. Consider it a monument to choosing your battles wisely. The sound of Miranda's outrage echoing down the courthouse hallway was pure justice. Afterward, the neighborhood came alive, stories, apologies, healing. The HOA board was replaced, audits done, transparency brought in. Turns out Miranda was just one cog in a regional fraud ring, and Anna's work didn't stop with our street. The news ran her mugshot, neighbors shared their stories, property values soared, and our community got its spirit back. Months later, the shed stood in the center of a new community garden. Sandra, the neighbor who once doubted us, was now on the board running things right. The whole block learned you can't let fear or one bully run your life. When Miranda drove past after getting out of prison, all she saw was a place stronger for her having lost. Sitting on our porch, Anna and I looked out over our neighborhood, knowing the real victory was giving folks their voices back. There are battles that don't need gunfire, Anna said. You just need to know what you're fighting for. And if you're new here, take it from us. Never underestimate the quiet ones, and don't start a war you can't finish. So what do you think? Was justice served? Did Anna go too far or not far enough? Drop your thoughts below. Tell me about your own HOA horror stories, and let's talk, what does justice really look like in a place you call home?